Did you get the Gatorade bath, or are you just sweating that much?
They dumped a cooler on me in the locker room. Big time win. That was a big time game by two really good teams and well played game. I thought it was a battle till the end. We knew it was going to be. Give them credit. They came out firing in the second half. We had a nice lead at halftime, but you knew they weren't going away. I mean, that's why they're as good as they are this season, and give Brendan a lot of credit. You know, his team's won 3 straight conference titles, so a very good battle today, though. I'm very proud of our basketball team. We got help from a lot of players today.
I thought really from start to finish, maybe your best effort overall, as far as this season is concerned as a team. Did you agree with that?
There's no doubt. You know, we've been playing very well down the stretch. I think that finishes up something like 11 out of 13 wins to close out this regular season. We've talked all year long. We want to play our best, late February going into March, and I believe we're doing that right now. You know, we're getting a lot out of this basketball team. We're becoming more efficient. Offensively, the other night at Sagu, we weren't great, but I thought going back and watching on film, we played plenty good enough defense to win that game. And for the first time all year, I looked at it and said, golly, our offense just wasn't clicking that night, and I give Sagu full credit for that. But today, we did a good job of sharing the basketball. 16 assists to 10 turnovers is really impressive, and then we did a nice job from the foul line as well.
I thought your post players really had a nice game, particularly Sam Williams and Eric McCollum today. Eric came in the second half, played some good defense, got some rebounds. That's what you expect out of him. Sam was big all game with 17 points and 5 rebounds.
You know, Sam battled some foul trouble in the first half, and Scooter came in and really picked us up. And he had a phenomenal game on Thursday. You know, Scooter was 19 and 10 on Thursday.
Yep.
And we're just starting to get the best out of him just in time. You know, he's a rebounding machine, I think, for our basketball team, and we know that about him. And we went in at the halftime, and, really we weren't doing a great job on the offensive glass, and that's something we talked about at halftime was, hey, they were winning like 25-17 or something on the glass at halftime, and I thought a lot of it was because we just weren't coming up with any offensive rebounds. So to see Sam finish with 3 and come in there and really fly around and get some late for us was big. But we made some really nice defensive stops when we needed to and turned them over quite a bit. So, give our guys some credit for really pressuring up because they embarrassed us, early in January. And, we still can't guard Brandon Jenkins. He's one of the best players in the conference. He had 28 and 10 tonight again, had 44 on us last time, so I guess we did a little bit better than we did the first time. But, both of these teams are very good, and you're going to see both of these teams playing in Kansas City not too long from now.
To be fair, nobody can guard Brandon Jenkins in this league. I mean, the only thing that stops him is his foul problem. So that's not really on your team. I thought John Ellis did a tremendous job. You started him on Brandon today, and he got some really good defensive plays going in the first half, continued a little bit in the second half, but really set the tone in the first half defensively.
That's been John's thing since I've been here. When there's one thing that he brings to the table, it's defense, and he's the hardest playing kid on our team. So, he's our best defender, and I can't tell you how proud of him I am. I'm sad that he's a senior, but he fights his tail off every game, and there's not a tougher kid on our basketball team than him. I mean, we put him on the other team's best player every single game, and he answers the call almost every night. So, very proud of him and really our entire group defensively for finally buying in after a very long season.
So was it a difficult decision to put John on Brandon Jenkins given the size difference between those two, or was that a pretty easy decision?
Not at all. I mean, there's not another player I wouldn't put John on the other team, unless it's a post player, a true post player. But there's not another guard in the country that we'll see that I won't say, hey, John, we're going to start you on him. He's been our best defender. He's tough. He plays bigger than he is. I've said that all year long about him. So no, it was a team effort. Trying to guard him. They run a lot of handoffs, and we switched all those. And you saw Rydell Kamage guarding him, and he hit a tough shot over Rydell in the short corner here in the second half. But I thought, if you can make him take tough shots, it's going to play out in our favor. And luckily he missed some threes, and that's where it really helped us. Is he wasn't really hitting from long distance like he was down at their place.
So this is the first conference title in the regular season. You guys will share the conference title with Texas Wesleyan. First conference title in the regular season for quite a long time for OCU. Obviously, that's the goal all year long. How does it feel to finally get there?
I'm a little bit emotional over it, and it's just, when I came here, that's kind of, Terrence, Lou, and Rydell, who've been with me this entire time that I've been here. It's kind of what I sold when I came here is, this is what we envisioned right here is today, and they've helped build this thing, and to achieve it with those guys is really special to me because, about a week ago, I said to my staff as I was walking out of the gym, we had just beat Southwestern Christian in here last week, and walking out of the gym, I turned to my staff, it was late at night, and I just said, if there's one thing I'm proud of, we knew no matter what happened Thursday, we'd be at least playing for the piece of it today, but no matter what, giving those three guys a chance to earn a title, at OCU for as long as it's been since we've won one, was special for me. Just to even get them in position to do it on senior night was really special.
Obviously, you have those three. You're talking about John Ellis, Terrence Bonhomme, and Lou Dunbar, who are four-year players. And in the case of Terrence, he's a fifth-year player, sat out with an injury one of those years. But you have 8 seniors on this team. How big is that to be able to go into a game with 8 seniors, all that experience, in a championship-style game like this, to have that kind of experience on your side?
It really helps. What also helps is, Walter Rickett, Ryan Wiley, Elijah Chrisman, all these guys that are 2-year players for us, they played in the conference tournament title a year ago, and we lost in here. So they've had some championship experience as well. And Samuel Williams, Avon, Seichitz, and Rydell we brought in. All those guys played in Division II postseason national tournaments. So I got a very experienced bunch when it comes to this kind of game and this kind of atmosphere, in a championship atmosphere. And so, I think that experience really helped us today. We stayed pretty poised down the stretch, even when they were coming at all cylinders at us, in the last couple minutes of the game.
I was looking at the pairings before the game started as far as what would happen with the win, what would happen with the loss today. And, with the win, you're obviously the number 2 seed. You share the regular season title. But I almost thought, and I'm sure you're going to argue with me about this, but that your draw with a loss would have been a better draw for the first-round game. You get Southwestern Christian. Had you lost, you get USAO if you win. USAO hasn't had the record that maybe their personnel would make you think that they would have, but I think they might be the tougher draw for you. You get USAO on Tuesday night. What do you think for that game?
Well, they have the record. I mean, they've won 21 games this season. So, it was a tiebreaker scenario with them, and they because of that, the seeding's like it is. But USAO, crap, they're really good. I don't know what else to say about them. We played them double overtime game in their place, very tight game in our place as well this year. 21-8 team, I believe, something like that, 21-9. Chris Francis had a phenomenal season with his bunch. It's not something. It didn't matter who we were going to play, whether it's Southwest Christian, whether it's USAO. I wouldn't have looked forward to playing anybody. This league is very good this year. We've had 5 21-win teams or more in the Sooner Athletic Conference this year. That is phenomenal for a conference. And we still have a 6th in Mid-America Christian that could reel off a couple wins, and they could get to 20 wins. So then you're looking at 6 20-win teams out of 11, that's pretty dang impressive, for a conference. So, it didn't matter where you play out. I mean, Texas Wesleyan's got John Brown, and they played a week ago, and that was a nail-biter to the end, and so they got to play again. So it doesn't matter who you play. Central Christian, they didn't make the conference tournament. They go on the road and beat Sagu yesterday, and then they played Texas Wesleyan really close in a game the night before. So top to bottom, this league is the best in the country at NAI, and you're starting to see some very good basketball, and that's why you see the records like they are across the board in our conference.
How important is it to you to play that game at home on Tuesday night? Is that big?
It's big. We had a very nice record at home this season, which has been different because the last couple of years I think we've had a better road record than a home record. But, just the fact that we still get a chance to play, to me, that's exciting for these guys because, that's the goal at the end of the season is, we sell it in recruiting and things like that is just a chance to play for something special, and that's what I always tell them, even in recruiting and from day one that, when we start here as a group is I want to help put this team in position to play for something special. And, it's about to be March and we're still playing. So, that's fun for everyone, including me. So, home or away, it doesn't matter. That ain't the answer. I've told you that all year long. We just got to make sure we're playing our best come Tuesday.
All right, Coach, thanks a lot.